Hello everybody, this will be a video on how to scalp trade like a ninja with a Market Cipher B. If you guys learned something new from this video or enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Anyways, what we are looking for is a level for price to come towards. This is probably one of the most important things to the strategy. And so right here, you can see that price was coming down and it was coming into a golden pocket right here, which is a local support. And if we go to Market Cipher B, what we are essentially looking for is a domino effect leading to that scenario. And so this was a long trade that I did take in the past. Anyways, I'm going to go in replay mode and just kind of reverse engineer and kind of think out loud of the thoughts I was going through my head in order to lead up to this trade. Anyways, I start off with the 4-hour time frame usually, and I want to see the VWAP below the zero line, and so this gives me a bias of taking a long in this case. Next, I'll go down to the 2-hour and see like the VWAP is just kind of going sideways. And next I'll go to the 1-hour and I'll see the VWAP is pointing towards the zero line. Next I'll go down to the 30-minute and see that the 30-minute is below the zero line and it is kind of coming down, but go to the 24-minute. You can see the VWAP is coming up a little bit. Go down to the 12-minute. And here I can see the VWAP is just about to print a green dot. So this gives me a bias momentum. This I can think of as a domino effect leading towards what the move is to come. And most importantly, what you want to be looking for is divergences into that level. You want to see, so the higher the time frame, the more powerful the divergence is, and therefore a bigger move you should expect from that support or resistance level. In this case, this is a support level, as we are again bouncing off of this golden pocket at around this level. And so I go down to the 6-minute, and here I can see bullish divergences forming. Let me kind of move this out of the way. So again, right here, you can see the momentum is kind of coming up as price is going lower into that level. Also, an important thing to look at is you want to compare the money flow from point A to point B, and you can see that is increasing. It's coming in the direction we want the trade to go in. Therefore, money flow is coming up as we want our trade to come up. And so I'm just going to delete that. Next with this, you want to look to see what divergences have already formed, meaning how much has the domino fallen already. And so we can go to our lower time frames. I tend to look at time frames dividing it by 2. So for example, there was a 6-minute divergence showing. So I'll go down to the 3-minute and then I'll work my way down to the 1-minute and see the divergences showing on the lower time frames. And so as you can see here, we are getting a 3-minute bullish divergence where we do have momentum ever slightly coming up, prices coming down into that level, and the money flow is increasing over time. Now, it won't be a picture perfect divergence, meaning the dots won't exactly connect, so don't really overthink this. You want to see just a general divergence in the length that you saw the 6-minute divergence in. So here, I'd say this is a pretty good 3-minute divergence. This is giving more probability of winning that trade. So I'll go down to the 1-minute and just zoom out a little bit. My internet's kind of being kind of slow, so sorry about that. And here you can see a 1-minute bullish divergence ever so slightly. As you can see, the momentum is coming up over time. Price was coming down into that level over time. And here you can kind of see the money flow was coming up. Don't be too picky with the very lower time frames with money flow, but again, it's agreeing with our 6-minute divergence. Therefore, it would make a high probability move. And so just going into replay mode, you can see price did come down and it started to come back up. So that was a winning trade. And so let's do another example with a higher time frame in mind. This was on the 12-minute, and again, I'll work my way down and do my kind of thought process. Here you can see the 4-hour time frame is still kind of below the zero line, and so mainly my priority is looking for longs with that. I'll go down to the 2-hour time frame, and here you can see a red dot printing, meaning not too confident about that. Same here, this is coming down, but you can kind of see the momentum is kind of coming up a little bit. The 24-minute, the VWAP is coming up, so that is a good sign. And along with the 12-minute, you can see a 12-minute divergence forming. But however, it has not formed yet and it has not confirmed. Therefore, I will go down to a lower time frame. Again, I like to break it down in multiples of 2. And here I can see a bullish divergence forming as we are in our level, which is the most important thing to the strategy. It is a 786, so that is around 40,600. Here we are getting a bounce from that, along with a bullish divergence on market cipher B. And so I'm just going to draw my line. Right here, you can see an ever slight bullish divergence forming as price is making lower lows into that support level. And so that is the confirmed divergence on the 12-minute or 6-minute time frame. Next, I'll go down to the 3-minute time frame and see if it is showing kind of the same thing as the 6-minute did. And as you can see here, yep, we are getting a price coming down and momentum is coming up. Money flow is increasing. As you can see, money flow was down here at this point at the start of the divergence, and then right here it was coming up, so it's increasing. It's coming up with the direction of price where we want it to. So I'm just going to delete that real quick. Next, we'll just peek at the 1-minute 1-minute time frame and see a divergence there. I'm going to zoom way out, see if we can see that. Here you can see momentum ever so slightly coming up on that 6-minute time frame. And again, if you guys didn't have enough confidence for this, I recommend just looking at 12-minute divergences. And here we did eventually get one. If we go, just kind of go forward a little bit, here we did get it confirming. And again, you guys can see a 12-minute divergence and then work your way down to the 6-minute, 3-minute, and 1-minute. And this will create a domino effect leading up to a pump. And as you can see afterwards, we did start pumping up. So my biggest advice to you is just trust the indicator, trust your divergences, and trust your trade process along with it. Next, let's look at a short example. And so I did take a short from this level, or right up here. And so importantly, we had price coming into a resistance. This was a golden pocket. And so we did get a divergence forming on the 3-minute as we did come down here. Let me just go forward one. Okay, here. And then we did get this divergence forming. And so we did get price coming higher highs as momentum was coming down. Money flow was also coming down over time, if you just look closely here. And so this was on the 3-minute. Therefore, this may not be as a powerful move because I only see divergences forming on the 3-minute. And so I went down to the 1-minute and double checked to see if the same thing was kind of happening. And we did see money flow coming down. Also, momentum was coming down as price was making higher highs into a level of resistance. And so I am still in the short right now. And as you can see, if we did go up higher, there wasn't really any divergences forming. Therefore, I expect kind of a weaker move based off of this scalp. And as you can see right now, it did result in a downward movement. So we did win the trade. However, it wasn't as strong as a move, 0.8% move. So therefore, again, it was based off the 3-minute divergence in time frame. So don't expect as strong of a move. And so let's reiterate of everything we kind of talked about. So first, you want to do your TA, mark out levels to trade at. Next, look for price at the level marked out at. Third, look at market cipher B and see the divergences that formed. Next, you want to look on lower time frames for the divergences that have already formed with the time frame you were looking at. And so essentially you're just looking for that domino effect. Again, it'll just lead to one domino falling, and you want to look for the dominoes that have already fallen, essentially. And so this works well, again, with shorting and longing using market cipher. Again, it's very important. I can't stress this enough that you want price to come up towards a level of resistance or support. And again, you want to look around market cipher and see what divergences have already formed. Again, to start with the 4-hour and work your way down to see any divergences that have happened or are about to happen. And then once you see that time frame, for example, if you see a divergence on the 12-minute, look your way down on the 6-minute, and then the 3-minute, and then the 1-minute. This will create a kind of a domino effect, and we'll see how strong of a move or rejection of the trade the price will go in. And then most importantly, your last step is make sure the money flow on market cipher B, I'm just going to write MCB, is going in the direction of the trade direction you want. So if you're looking for a long, you want to see money flow coming up. Looking for a short, you want to see the money flow coming down. And again, you want to have this decreasing over time with the divergence, and therefore this will mark out how powerful the divergence is, and this will make it a high probability trade. So I know this is a lot of information all at once. I would be overwhelmed as a beginner. Feel free to rewatch the video and kind of learn out the points. Also, feel free to comment down below of any questions you may have. I'll be happy to answer you guys. And again, this you need to mark out your levels, do your TA, and then look for divergences again. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. I'll make more videos in the future, and I'll leave a link in the description to Market Cipher, the indicator I used in this video, along with a free Discord where I post all my trades along with other crypto related ideas. Thanks. Bye.